Whoa, you can't say that. Those people are gonna get really mad at you.
What else is new? Oh, that's not the right video. I just clicked on a 4:6 video. Come on, give up. There it is. If I can see it, it must be true. Oh, you're by Saya. I'm just stuck in my room.
Yeah, you were supposed to be by Saya, but your cat
That
pissed
happened.
on your parade.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about any of that. That's not right. It's the I always wanted to get this party started right. Get this party started
what's the
quickly.
what's the deal with this poster? So, how do we think it's ranked? Is top the most important, and then bottom is like the least important, or maybe it's left to right. No, maybe it's diagonal.
Mayu's not on it.
Mayu is tucked away in the top corner. Well, top row.
Oh, she looks different. Her hair, she changed her hair color to almost normal.
She's been bleaching her hair so long, you forgot that it's black.
I'm just glad Hanan didn't break green anymore.
Can we play that game? Can we count like how many like? Oh man, we should have like a counter or something. What if we take a bet? Because pay-per-views they like to like change their gear and stuff. Should take like a bet on like the like Price is Right rules over under. How many of them do you think have either hair dye or you can reverse it? How many do you think have actually have their original hair color? Hair color.
I like that. The we should we should do a red carpet show is what we should do. That is fun. All right, well let's. There was recently a press conference and they finalized the upcoming pay-per-view. So shall we start this week's Stardom Fan Podcast properly?
Hell yeah.
Well then let me just take a swig of my soda water.
That's why you're down.
Mm.
Soda water. Supposed to be drinking vodka.
Oh, it's in there.
Oh, well, that's
It
good.
was gonna be a sober night, but with my
Didn't
animals pissing all over my stuff, we need to get we need to get silly. We need to get silly tonight.
dude?
I was
That's
gonna I was
like
gonna just sit here and like open my comm app and like meditate for 20 minutes while you started the show, but so you got to breathe in because what recently learned with the meditation is that the negative feelings are going to come, but you don't want to block them. What you want to do is acknowledge them and to be curious about these feelings, and soon they'll just pass. By negative feelings. Oh, I feel better already.
so I just get pissed off.
There's no better time than the present. It is evening, and you know what that means. Welcome to the Stardom Fan Podcast. I'm Mark.
Hi, Mark. I'm Juno.
Hey, buddy. There was just a press conference, and Stardom press conferences are always amazing. And this one
Hell yeah.
was for the All-Star Grand Queendom. And it seems like they finalized the card. So even though it's a few weeks away, there's no reason not to go through the uh, talk about the press conference real quick and maybe the upcoming card. But first, if I may, real fast, we usually save it at the end, the little bit of housekeeping. But I just do want to say, real quick, a big thank you to, while it's still active, to our Patreon supporters. And we have an icon, and that's Chicken. And we have a red belt Stardom fan champion, which is Jake. But the reason I bring it up is because anything, if you're the type of person that likes to support the things you like, that type of thing. You can follow everything we do, and ways to support us monetarily through StardomFan.com or Patreon.com/StardomFan, or just by watching, hanging out, sharing, and of course, it might sound silly, but like everyone says, you click the like and the subscribe and all that garbage, and leave a review, whether it's on YouTube or if you're listening to it on a podcast,
Only if it's
because
a
it
good
actually
review.
really does help.
If it's a
Oh,
bad review, fuck you.
well, if it's a bad review, I'll probably just delete it.
But it
But
still
really, I
makes
just wanted to
but it
say
still hurts
thank
your
you to anyone.
it still hurts your feelings while you still have to read it to delete it.
You're wrecking my thank you for
Oh, sorry.
just by watching, you're supporting,
Yeah.
and by donating $1 to those Stardom fans, you're also supporting. All right. Oh, and oh, real quick, as far as the Patreon goes, everything that is uploaded on, we don't always say how our stuff works. The live stream, which we're doing now, will like within a day or two turn into an audio podcast where you can find on StardomFan.com or anywhere. It'll end up being a video podcast, which usually ends up taking a day longer just because the computer takes an extra day to render. And then that'll go up on YouTube and also Patreon. Any video that's on YouTube is also on Patreon. And I mean, you could just sign up for $1 there. And what that does, the reason they're in both places is on Patreon, it'll be ad free because there's ads on YouTube. And there's certain videos that are too hot for YouTube for various reasons. Uh, but they can sort of stay hidden on the Patreon. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free to scroll around there. Anything else before we get into the show? Anything you want to housekeep? Anything you want to get off your chest? You do look pretty today.
Oh, thank you.
You're
Um,
welcome.
I don't know. Should I just pick a thing to What are you asking me to do? You asked me to complain about something. You said anything you want to get off your chest.
How about did anything good happen recently? Let's keep it positive today.
Did anything good happen today? Yeah, we're doing our like weekly show that I look forward to all week. Our sometimes bi-weekly show, which means sometimes twice a week, sometimes twice a month.
Yeah, I look forward to it too. And Kevin Cabeza says, "What up?" I also say,
What up?
"What up?" Hi, Kevin.
Hello.
Well, on
Konbanwa.
Konbanwa. Also at StardomFan.com, where you can find the podcast. There's a bunch of other things to click on. Tour posters 2025 is fun, and there's also just a quick recap. It's not crazy thorough, but there's a recap with some pictures for the All-Star Grand Queendom 2025 press conference, which took place as we record just a couple days ago on April 8th.
I know you
Um,
did such a good job on your article. It's like we can just practically read the thing. Why do I have to have my own opinions? Like you've already told me what to think anyway. It's great.
well, it's not really an opinion piece, so that's what actually makes us coming on here and doing it for fun. Plus, who wants to really sit there and read? If anything else, that's why the pictures and videos are on there because no one's gonna like go read an article. But if are like, "Hey, I can download a picture of Starlight Kid and Saya Kamatani," then they might they might just click on over.
One of my things that I learned recently is like don't first of all don't go on X/Twitter ever. But if you do, never read the comments. What I found was kind of funny is like literally take any post about anything and like the first comment is like hey Grok, which is like the Twitter AI. It's like hey Grok, what does this mean? Hey Grok, what should I think about this? Hey Grok. I'm like, "Oh Jesus, like you never have to think again."
The Kevin, my friend in chat here, says, I have not been keeping up with Stardom like at all. Well, we have you covered because if you go to the Stardom fan YouTube, like you can get all caught up just by watching the highlight shows. And you got the podcast and um the
Huh.
press conference all wrapped up here. So we got you all covered. And you know, while we have been doing all this business, a disclaimer might be in order. It has turned out that Sometimes it annoys people
Mhm.
uh, when we no, no, how would you put it? A lot of our stuff is a little tongue in cheek. So when we say stuff along the lines of Lady C is still fighting for the Futures belt, like it's a bit. I mean, it might not be a funny bit, but we do have a philosophy, and it that basically is do not let facts get in the way of a decent story.
Yeah.
So I mean, and the number one tagline is somewhere along the lines of "We aren't Stardom News, we're Stardom fans." Like it says it right there. We reserve the right to be completely wrong with everything we say.
I don't think an opinion can be wrong
Oh,
unless you disagree
you. I
with
was
it.
gonna say you'd be surprised. You've been in our Discord, which is sometimes we used to be positive 100% of the time.
Now what's it? I think it's always positive. No?
That's true.
Oh,
Well, as long
good.
as no one likes AEW,
Well, that's true.
but
I also agree. Yeah, that's a good statement you made.
it's positive if everyone agrees with us. Did Juno dump Utami for Saya?
No.
He's just trying to bring back the Aphrodite team.
In about 3 weeks' time, the greatest tag team of all time will be reunited. Probably.
Is that with your assumption that Saya's the one that's well? She can't. It's not leave Stardom. She's retiring. Whoever loses retires.
No, I
Or
think
is that
I think it's.
Kurara's wish? Could Kurara wish for Utami? She probably doesn't even know who Utami is.
I thought it was. I thought like Saya said if I win, or wait, I thought Tam said like if I don't win, I'll retire, and or Saya says, okay, great, I'll agree to that. If I win, you'll retire. I thought that was the stipulation.
uh, that's funny. Chris is in the house. It's Suzuki time. All right. Did you want to get into the press conference? What are you feeling?
Yeah, whatever. It's the same thing. Press conference. I'm just looking at like the match. What is about the press conference? Do I have to know? Because really, it's just going
Um.
over the same matches. Anything interesting?
Well, yeah. What it did was basically
Because first,
make
Serena's
a
facing like an old lady.
yeah, but that doesn't really. Oh well.
I should say because I
What?
take everything literally. If you consider 58 to be like old, I would say that whenever you're like eligible for your AARP, that's like technically considered. Whenever you can get a senior discount at a Denny's or an IHOP for a pancake. Sorry, you told me that I have to be more like careful with my words. People get mad when you don't say you're joking.
Joking. Yes, but for every person that doesn't like you, there's one Rory who comes on and says we're the best. So as long as we, as long as our poor Rorys just keep showing up in the comments 30 times a week, like life is worth living. Or is it Jory? Did I already forget his name? See how I am? Nah,
Allstar
you can do it.
Queendom. Why
Yeah,
does
well,
it?
what the press conference did was basically just make some like enhance some storylines. Rena versus Yumiko Hoda, which I have no idea who she is either, and that doesn't really matter. But what Rena does do that's pretty funny is she basically comes out and just talks about how she's the future. I mean, she just basically came out. She's perfect on the mic. She's a brat. She actually even brings up because everyone's been making a big deal of and actually early in the press conference, I think they were talking the moderators were talking about. that anniversary show or whatever with Natsupoi and Sayori and all this talk about Tam Nakano. So at one point, Rita even brings like name drops them and says, "Nobody cares about any of those guys anymore.
Mhm.
I'm the future of Stardom." And I'm like, "God damn it, Rita's so fucking cool."
Wasn't she saying like not the future? She's like saying I am Stardom, right? Not even the
Yeah, basically.
like. No,
Yeah,
I'm
like
past
yeah,
that.
basically like everyone. Yeah, hey, she is the I am. Everything
Listen,
else is in the past.
the future of Stardom belt. That's for her kid sister. Okay, she is the face of Stardom. Leave that future shit for the kid sister. By like probably 6 minutes.
Yeah, and you know what? Let's. That's a story we're sticking to. Actually, I assume that Rena's the youngest by 2 minutes.
No, I think
Maybe it was a
she's.
tie. Was there a tie at the plate? Is that
That's,
possible?
I don't think that's how it works. Poor
Tie
Anand's
goes
mom.
to
Jesus Christ.
tie goes to the runner. Oh, the soda water kicked in. I'm finally in a good mood. Let's rock.
How does it work? I don't think it works like that. I might need a diagram.
Hold on a second. Let me Google this. Oh, that's not good for anybody.
Oh man, what was there? It's not. Oh, I guess. Oh, it was. I don't know much you watched Raw. Do you remember what was her name? Something Starks, Zoe Starks or something like that. Like muscle chick. She was like kind of short but kind of badass.
Yeah, she was part of that group I liked that got disbanded when they fired that other girl I liked. I can't keep track of these people.
Well, I don't know why I just thought of this. Oh, because you are like, oh man, Jesus, whatever you're googling. I don't know. I don't even want to know what diagrams you're googling. But she tweeted out because Io was on Raw in like little booty shorts,
No, yo.
and she was just making like. I love when wrestlers get on Twitter and just talk shit. She's like, women really just be doing anything for attention right now, and she like blurred it, and then she was like, put hashtag censored. And what made me laugh is like in big caps letters, like she responded to her own tweet where she's like, do not click that hashtag. Because if you click the hashtag censored, it's you know what? You can figure it out.
I don't. Well, I think I might have to. All right, moving on. Speaking of sisters and tying, being tied. The next in the press
Zoe
conference
Starks, yeah.
is for the Future of Stardom Championship, Hina versus Ranna Yagami, and where Rena was just like passionate and being cocky and stuff. Hina is just as you would assume. Hi, my name is Hina, and I am the white belt or the Futures champion. I'm gonna fight Rana Yagami. I'm Rana Yagami's partner, so I haven't really fought her that much, but I fought alongside her, and I'm really looking forward. Rana's usually just looks the same. She has a poker face, whether she's kumaing, losing, or winning. So hopefully, I bring out the best in Rana Yagami. And then Rana says, "Yes, I want to win this belt more than anything." That's about how they sounded.
Yeah, it's like if you watch that press conference, it's like I don't think either of them want to have this futures belt. You know
Well, I
why?
was actually
Because whoever's holding that futures belt has Lady C gunning for him.
oh man, I told you we're gonna beat that into the ground worse than cookies. So actually, I see. I thought where Rena. I mean, I'm just assuming she's done dropped out and she's done with school and she wants to concentrate on the wrestling. What you just said might make sense because Hina, the first thing she says is, "Yes, Oh man, what did she actually say? Damn it! I, for-
Oh,
I forgot how she actually started off. She's like, "I'm your adorable." Like she used some kind of weird phrase to talk about herself, which I thought was funny. But then she s- says, "I am now in college." It was basically saying, "I don't got time for this shit." We'll leave that to the sisters.
pronouns, pal. Who are we talking about? Hina or
Yeah,
Rana?
both.
They're
No, yeah. I'm sorry, Hina. Hina on the mind. Yeah, she came out and she was just like, "I am Hina. I'm going to college. Uh, bye."
by defending. That's a cool. It's so like when she. So she goes to college, and like there's that awkward thing where get everyone in a circle, and you're like, "Hi, I'm John. This is my major," and then you say something about yourself. She's like, "Hi, I'm Hina, and my hobby is I just like am the greatest champion in wrestling in the world." On the side,
So 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 some people wait tables and to or bartend or whatever, right? To pay their way through college. Just punches people in the face.
now I mean this with all the love in the world. Does Rana seem like a dropout to you? Because I know she's in a band. Seems like she does all the cool shit. She's a wrestler. She's a drummer. Like she doesn't need school, right? Yeah.
She's the cool kid.
She's like does fighting, like real fighting, and then real wrestling.
Yeah, maybe that all makes sense. Rana doesn't have time to smile.
She, of course not. She had to get punched into Kuming. Dude, being with Shiri has to suck. You're not even allowed to like sing or dance or Kuma. Be happy. She'll punch you.
Next up is now things really start getting heated up. Chohiro comes out, and we like her. Like we don't watch
Chohiro is the
Sendai
one that comes out in like rainbow colored like fuzzy gear and goes Gyan, but that's not Unagi.
fuzzy. Well, I don't know if it's fuzzy. It's colorful. She's basically like
She's like a better version of Unagi, but strong.
she's like a better version of Rhino.
It's like a female Mark Henry.
So she she comes out. I mean, she's just in a bad mood right off the bat. Actually, I don't know. Maybe Michael was in the bad mood. But anyways, so these two come out here, and they just don't like each other. So we have this is for the Sendai Girls World Championship. Micah is challenging Chohiro Hashimoto, and the couple times we've seen her in Stardom, we've liked her. I mean, she's beat up a bunch of our girls. I think she's even beat up Micah before, hasn't she? Was she one of the people she beat up back when it was like the road to Shuri when they had that match a while ago? But anyways, so basically, I mean you can get the videos like you see now, just right there on StardomFriend.com. But so Micah comes out and basically is like, "You're a monster, but I've defeated guys like you before," and she's basically says, "I'm going to send you back to Sendai." Now Chihiro grabs the mic and she's almost
She's
sort of
probably
friendly. She's
like,
like,
I'm not a monster. I'm a female woman. I'm not a.
"Well, she starts off by like saying, 'Thank you, Okada, for letting me be here. Thank you for letting me be in your arena.'" And then I don't know. It was a funny thing where Chohiro's basically like, "You think you're big shit, Micah, but you're just stuck on this little Stardom island, and I've beaten people up all over the world." And then what Chohiro gets even
Hey,
like more upset about
that guy had a
is
Starlight Kid hat.
yeah, he did. It looked like our buddies in the Discord.
Look at the little hat.
Grizz.
I like it.
So Micah at one point, for some reason, she just brings up, "Yeah, when I'm done with you, I'm gonna fight Micah Awada," and she's gonna saying all these other names to sort of spread her wings.
She's name
And
dropping.
yeah, but your hero's pissed off. Like as soon as she says that, she's like, how dare you? You have to get by me first, you lunatic." And then they decide to start fighting through the crowd. How do you think you get tickets to something like this too? Because while watching this, I mean, there's a good. Do you think it's just press?
I was
I mean,
gonna
there's a good
say it's
50 people in the theater.
I was gonna say it's like if you're are the press just allowed to wear Starlight Kid hats? Isn't that biased journalism?
It's funny.
That's a second.
Maybe it's Starlight.
It's like
I
three or
don't know. It's
four.
not Starlight Kid.
I don't know that they're Starlight Kid fans, but I know there's like six people in the crowd wearing Starlight Kid hats.
She did
So does
lose.
Sendai is
Chihiro did lose to Shuri, just not sure when. Sendai looks like the one that's other than Stardom that's good. I don't watch it, but
Well, I just found out that Just Tap Out had a men's division, which is weird. Is it like Stardom's men's division? New Japan?
is that like a you just figured JTO was the Inaba sisters?
I don't know. It's all I've ever seen.
That's all that matters. Next up in the press conference, it gets emotional. Teammates Wingori and FWC.
Well, I was gonna say about Sendai. She's basically like, I have all these matches lined up. So they just decide they don't they this is the champions. They just have the challengers line up. It doesn't matter who the champion is. They just already have like their challengers lined up like in a row, like their ducks in a row. So if Micah wins, is she gonna have to go like beat the fuck out of all these girls too?
I don't know. I think the name dropping was Micah to Chohiro. For some reason, Micah's the one that wants to like beat everybody up. Chohiro's just like, well, whoever shows up,
Oh, that
I'll
makes
just have to slam you around.
that makes more sense. She's like, I'm gonna face this person. I want to beat this person. That's why Chohiro got pissed. She's like, "You bitch, you got to get through me first."
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. It was great.
Yeah. So next, are these the only two actual tag teams in Stardom?
Yeah, and eventually they have to fight each other. So I guess here we go again. Goddess of Stardom Championship, Wingori versus FWC. Some may consider this the main event of All Star Grand Queendom.
Some.
For some reason, I don't understand why Hanan felt like this was the time. Maybe she just happened to have a mic, but they started off happy, and then she got the mic, and then just like went nuts and just blurted like these girls were on longer than like Tam and Saya. Like it was soapbox time. Hanan was just like, you know what? Like you guys sort of suck, and Hazuki, you're sort of mean. Like we're all the same team, but it's like you're really mean, Hazuki. And it's actually, if you just looking at the pictures on StardomFan.com, like a picture is worth 1,000 words. Like you have Hanan with the mic and just Hazuki looking annoyed. Like what the fuck? How dare you? So I guess the story is somewhere along the lines of Hazuki can be a little prick sometime. Hanan doesn't like it. And then Saida gets the microphone, is like, I'm wondering what you think, Koguma. And Koguma's like, I like everybody. And I just want to be peacekeeper. And FWC is going to win. But, I mean, there was tears. Everyone was crying. All his Hazuki grabs the mic and she's like, listen, Hanan, you and your sensitive friends over there, I'm not being mean to you. It's called tough love. Like, I'm just trying to make you better. I'm trying to raise stars. Remember those silly hoodies? I came up with that. You remember that stars pose?
Wait,
I came up with that. And she even said, this is the pecking order. Mayu Iwatani, Hazuki, she probably said her partner, even though she didn't mean it. And then the rest of you guys. She's like, listen, you bow down to me is basically how I understood it.
yeah, basically, she's like, it goes Mayu, then it goes me, then it goes Koguma, then it goes Momo Kogo, then it goes the dirt, the worms inside of the dirt, then you. No, but Hanan was talking about yeah, she just went off like, you suck, you're a terrible person. She's like, that's why it's like you used to be like one of the leaders and you got kicked off of like, I don't know. I assume it's
Yeah, I think it
like
goes
I assume it's
back to
like
some
a
backstage
team,
training thing.
it's like a team captain thing for like a football team. Like she used to be like one of the head people and then she was got like kicked off cuz she's a little prick sometimes.
Do you ever it's not funny, but there's like those bumper stickers, at least I've seen them around here, where it's just like, I fucking love you. And it's just like someone hitting someone else. It's like one of those you know, mean, you know, type things. So Hazuki, one of her quotes is actually like, I speak harshly, but that's because I care. I want stars to evolve. She's like, I hit you hard because I care. The harder I hit you, the more I care.
I'm doing this for you. It doesn't sound. It sounds like someone who's abusive. When
Or
will
it
you?
sounds like someone.
When will you learn so I can stop hitting you?
Listen, Mayu Iwatani is supposed to lead this group,
Oh yeah, I'm talking
and
about
she's just
Mayu.
off doing. She's doing her own thing with the IWGP stuff. So here we are. Hazuki's got to try to, like, gather these lunatics and point them in a direction. And just because she's a little bit harsh, a couple of the feelings get hurt along the way.
I think being with Hazuki is like fire and ice, and Koguma is just there for the ride.
It's funny though, like the pictures just make me laugh. You just see Hanan's crying and Hazuki's just like pouting with her arms crossed, and then Koguma grabs the mic, and that's like Hazuki's first emotion is like, "Oh, my bear's crying." So like Hazuki's like patting Koguma on the back. I'm like, see, she has feelings. She has one friend.
That's a great endorsement. She's got one friend.
See, I always thought Koga or Hazuki was the cool kid that was just sort of slumming it by hanging around with all the weirdos. Turns out she might be the bully. No one wants the bully.
Turns out you had it backwards, and she's the weirdo, and Koguma's the one being nice, hanging out with her.
I guess that's it.
If you ask Kanan, anyway. Okay,
Uh,
so your two favorite teams. Who's winning that match?
um,
Because I'll tell you right now. You want to know a little statistic I made up? FWC is actually undefeated when they challenge for these tag belts, and Wingori is actually undefeated when they defend these tag belts. That one I think is
huh?
true. I think the second
I
one
think
is
it's
true.
the Mega Powers.
What was it too cool? Which the one was Scotty too hottie? It's like the Mega Powers versus Too Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, considering these are both the only actual tag teams in Stardom.
Thank you, Chris. Too cool.
I think that's what the Hazuki. I think that's what they're Hazuki and Koguma. They hold up the two because they're too cool.
I think they were just
All
like
right.
doing a peace sign, and then they figured out that it's a W. They still haven't figured out how to do the F and the C, but they'll figure it out.
Yeah, but then Koguma got confused. She's like, "Yeah, but no, you're looking at it wrong. You got to look at it this way, from
Oh
my
man,
perspective."
they missed a huge opportunity. They're such a good tag team, right? They might be the best tag team in Stardom. But we've always said it's like there's this weird thing where why don't the best tag teams, like why don't Hanan and Saida challenge for the trios belt? You think they'd be good for it, right? Because they're like such a good tag team. Koguma and Hazuki teaming with Lady C, Team FWC. Like that's just seems like
What?
let's make it happen.
It writes itself. The C stands for Chiba, not crazy.
Chiba Crazy Stars wrestling with Chiba. Wait, what is
All
it?
right, we beat this one to
Fukuoka.
death.
What is their tag team name actually? Something with wrestle. Is it Fukuoka
Is-
or something crazy? I know. What's the
Yeah,
W?
isn't it Fuku Wild?
The W's for I don't fucking know. Moving on.
No, one is wild and one is crazy.
I thought one was wrestle. I thought they were wrestling with crazy.
No, they're kumaing.
Kuma.
I'll tell you what's not going to happen. There's probably not going to be any time for a Kuma. Do you think she tried? Okay, here's what I want to. Done beating that match to death yet? Do they? Does
You're
she
not done.
try to Kuma?
Going back.
I'm not done. Does she try to Kuma? Does Koguma try to get the Kuma going, and Hanan comes up there and gives her a slap in the face?
Hmm. I
Or
think
what's probably most likely going to happen? They're probably going to jump each other before the bell rings.
Have you been paying attention to the shows? Every time Hazuki tags in, like Hanan just runs over and starts punching her in the face.
Yeah, because Hanan's sort of mean.
Now she's standing up to a bully by bullying her.
You want to talk about a bully?
You know what? This is the new cookie say. We're gonna until everyone tunes out. We're just gonna keep talking about this match.
It's,
I was gonna
you're
say
not gonna
one.
hurt my feelings. It's literally my favorite match on the show. I fucking love these four.
I was gonna say Hanan is talking about basically she didn't say the word bullying, but basically that Hazuki's a bully. It's like when does you think Hanan just realizes like, hey, you know you're a foot taller, right? Like, oh yeah, like you just kick her ass. It's like, oh, I never thought of that.
All right, let's pay attention to how we're dressed here. So at the press conference, FWC they just came out with like matching, well, styles at least, t-shirts and flannels wrapped around their waist, and Hanan comes out in a pretty dress, and but Saida, I mean, she's out here looking like a biker. She's got the leather jacket in. It's like she just came in off her Harley. I'm pretty sure Hanan was probably riding. Is it appropriate to say riding bitch? That's what we say in my area. You know, when you're sort of riding behind.
Hmm.
I don't know. Yeah. All right, we got to move on. We're gonna get some. We're gonna get yourselves in trouble.
You want to ride bitch for Hazuki? I get it.
God damn right. If I'm the bitch, it's okay to say right.
Yeah,
What do you think about a woman who kicks so hard she almost broke her own leg? The next match, Mayu Iwatani versus Shuri. God,
I
the
would say
IWGP Women's Championship.
that if I didn't already know who you were talking about, that doesn't narrow it down. Could see either of them.
I
I could
guess,
see either of them doing that.
yeah. Um, this match is interesting now that I think about it because we were looking at the calendar before we went live, and isn't like somebody going against like Mina or someone not that good going against Mayu for this belt before Queendom, like at that New Japan show or something like that.
Against Mayum, no.
Oh, oh, is that the strong belt? Oh, that's the Mercedes belt, the one that doesn't matter. All right. I was getting the New Japan belts that like really don't the new this. All right, never mind. This one matters because Mayu has it. And wait, have we celebrated yet? Is Mayu Iwatani the greatest IWGP champion of all time? Officially
I'm gonna probably
passing Kazuchika Okada
no.
as we talk here, April 10th,
Still
11:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I think it's still no. You ask me this every day.
Damn it! Well, we need the countdown. Was she a day away? We gotta have the celebration. Mayu is going to be the greatest champion of all time.
She already is the greatest champion of all time. I'm trying to
All
find
right,
it.
that's true.
So Mayu, what is the actual day? Oh, so wait. What is a plus? So it's Mayu's at 718 plus. So today is 718, or this means today is 719. Or I think that means today is 718. So 2 more days, 3 more days. But she definitely will pass Okada and be the greatest champion by the time of the show.
That is awesome. So basically, both these girls, it was much more respectful than the past two
Now I gotta
interviews
look up
we
how long
had.
Roman Reigns was champion. I'm listening
Oh, I actually got a funny
because it's like,
and there's a chat with my brother posted a that was with my brother, but my son actually posted it. That's pretty funny. Here we go. It was apparently his meme of the day. Charlotte Flair and Andrade's marriage lasted 888 days. Roman Reigns' WWE Undisputed title reign lasted 1,316 days.
oh,
So I don't know. I
that's
don't know
funny.
why that was funny, but it was pretty funny.
Seven.
1,300.
I'm doing the math. Hang on. 14 plus 17. Not minus. Plus 17. Then what is Roman at? Mayu Iwatani. I'm glad I looked this up. Going into the pay-per-view will be tied for like as long as Roman Reigns was champion, WWE champion, 735 days. Wow. Maybe Solo will come out, challenge, be the tribal chicken. So if
But
she beats
Roman Reigns was
Shuri,
like Roman Reigns was 1,300 days.
Roman Reigns was Roman Reigns was uh
It was like
champion.
5 years.
Roman Reigns was champion of the universe actually for like 1800 days, but he was only champion of this world for like 700. Actually, technically, it wasn't even. Is a WWE Championship a world title, or is it just it just says WWE Championship? He's just the champion of
Oh,
WWE.
let's just get back to real champions. Mayu Iwatani versus Shuri. Mayu defending her belt. These two girls sort of respect each other. They were talking, signed the contracts, nothing serious happened. And then uh basically Shuri there's a mutual respect thing. They fought each other before. They fought each other for this belt before and Shuri lost. But
Yeah, they did.
this time Shuri sort of addresses rumors of an injury, and she's like, "I'm not injured." And then she lifts up her pant leg and basically shows her leg. Basically, looks like when Cody's bicep at that Hell in the Cell. Like it's just like black and blue from I don't know
Kicking.
hip to ankle, like it's falling off. Um, to which
That's
Mayu looks at it. It is hilarious. Mayu was funny. She's like, "Oh," she's like, basically like, "Oh, I don't." She's instantly almost started laughing, like, "Oh, I don't want you to kick me. You're kicking people so hard that you're gonna break your own leg." Sure, he's a lunatic.
who was that? There was a guy in the UFC, one of the Diaz brothers, and every time someone would throw a leg kick, he would block it with his shin, which is like you're not supposed to do that because it fucking sucks and you'll break your own leg trying to check it. And basically, like that's just how he always checks it. And basically, it's like some math nerd did the stats and people stopped like kicking him in the leg as much as like they would anybody else because like either this guy is either stupid or insane or both because every time someone goes to kick this guy in the leg, he just blocks it with his shin and that just hurts both of us. Dude, how do you kick somebody so hard in the back with padding on that you almost break your own leg?
Sure, he's a lunatic,
Like legit.
and she's an awesome lunatic. I love that woman. Do
She's
you think Mayu retains?
I always think the heroes are gonna retain.
Shuri is no nonsense. There's been a change and sort of happened this year where fun loving Shuri, and she actually even said it in this press conference where she was like, "Yeah, I was like the red belt champion once for a year, and like since then I've done nothing." And I'm like, "Well, what else do I really need to do? I started a group. The group is whatever. We're okay." But then I saw that belt Mayu, and I want it. So she almost. I mean, there's no fun and games in this Shuri. There's no dancing. There's definitely no smiling. She's coming out ready to whoop Mayu's ass. And quite frankly, game face championship Mayu. I mean, this match might be as good as the FWC Wingori match.
I'm trying to find something that I think Shuri
You are
said.
reading so hard that
Hmm.
you're researching something so hard that you didn't even notice, or my statement was so asinine it doesn't deserve a comment. That this match might almost be as good as the tag team championship match.
Oh, probably.
Right? It'll probably be as good. This might be. This might be the greatest match of all time, to tell you the truth. Mayu and Shuri, get out of here.
It's just that they talk so much. It's like it's hard to find exactly what I'm trying to find here. Yeah, they're just they're really just Shuri wants they both respect this belt and each other and they want to fight for it. So on April 27th, I will defend it and show you that you will get the same result as last year. Yeah, and then that's when she asks like, "How's your leg?" And then Shuri has shows like, "Yeah, I have a broken leg, but it's all right. I'll still kick you with it." So Shuri got that.
Wait, I just noticed something fucked up.
Hmm,
That's Shuri's left leg.
why is that fucked up?
Doesn't she kick with her right leg?
I don't know. Kicks with both of them.
Is,
She's got
is
two of
she
them.
what's it called? Ambidextrous with the legs? Is he a switch kicker? I thought
Yeah.
wild. Next up, World of Stardom Championship match: Starlight Kid versus Zumi. They used to be forever foes. Now they're friends. Now they're fighting each other. And on to the main event, the World of Stardom Championship
Hang
match.
on.
Not only,
I think uh,
come on, I tried.
there's still like I don't know how many days till. There's still a little over 2 weeks till the pay per view. They could always like hopefully switch the stipulations of these two matches. It's like the loser of this Starlight Kid versus Zumi has to retire, and then the winner of Saya and Tam, whoever wins, gets to be the leader of Neo Genesis.
Stardom, you can have that booking for free.
That just makes your company 10 times better.
Keep it. I will tell you
So
one thing about this piece of the press conference is that Starlight Kid, she's got fashion. Dress for the job you want. Her mask, her outfit looks great. It actually matches the belt. I mean,
yeah, except
she is something.
the only thing that doesn't match is her belt. She's so like
It's
her actual belt.
it's black. Doesn't black match everything? It's got a
But she's wearing
it's
all white.
probably like $1,000 belt.
But she's wearing all white. Wait, is in Izumi's wearing all black. So if I learned anything from Western movies, Starlight Kid's a good guy. Is that right?
Oh, in this scenario, yeah.
By the way, why is this even a discussion? Like Starlight Kid gets basically. Well, I've heard of getting beat in, like at gangs, like they gotta for whatever stupid reason they gotta beat your ass to like I guess make sure you're serious about being in the gang. But they Oedo Tai beats Starlight Kid out of the gang, and she's by herself. And then she like Azumi didn't ask to join Starlight Kid. Starlight Kid said like, "Hey, do you want to join me?" And she said, "Yes." "Hey Miyu, do you want to join me?" "Sure." "Can I bring my friend May?" "Fine." And then they forced Suzu to join. But like it's Starlight Kid's group. She made the fucking thing. So why is it a discussion about who the leader is? I don't even get this point of this match. Like whoever wins this match, not only are they the white belt champion, they're also the new leader of Neo Genesis.
Yeah, and Izumi's been great at those matches. I mean, she couldn't even beat Utami for such a result. I'm trying to look up
Dude, if
what
Starlight Kid throws Azumi into the third row like Utami did to Azumi,
I'm the leader.
she's like, this isn't an over the top rope match. It's like, fuck you.
I'm trying to this fucking new site, the Stardom official site. I wanted to bring up where they used to have the title belts. I wanted to see who Starlight Kid's defense is.
How many defenses she has?
And well, who they reverse. Because quite frankly, I mean, of course I'm gonna say it. Starlight Kid versus Rena, like, is not gonna be nowhere. Azumi's nowhere near as good as Rena. So quite frankly, Starlight Kid should just walk through this.
Um I don't think she's has she beaten Azumi ever? I think she's beaten her once, like when they were like rookies, and then it's been like Azumi has beaten her like 15 times in a row. Not actually
Oh, that's
15 times in a row,
right.
because someone might get mad and say like, actually, it's only been like 4 times. 15 times in a row, she's beaten Starlight Kid in a row. Literally, literally beat her 15 times in a row. So it's not really forever foes, is it?
No, you're right. Zumi's probably gonna win.
Nah,
That's
Starlight's
annoying.
gonna win.
All right, Starlight's probably gonna win. I just noticed
I
something
just think it's a dumb. I just think it's a dumb stipulation. Like, wasn't it was like, am I wrong? Like, Starlight Kid started the group. Like, why is there questions over like who the group leader is?
because there are a whole bunch of idiot kids that like are going in no direction.
Oh, dude. So it's like in D&D when the whole party is getting their ass kicked because they're all like splitting off doing their own thing, and then like Okada has to be like the dungeon master and tell them like, yo, one of you guys has to decide where you're going. I assume
Yeah,
everyone
and that
who is a wrestling fan is also a nerd and likes Dungeons and Dragons.
well, everyone likes Dungeons and Dragons.
That is true. It's getting pretty popular. It's not
It
that
has its ebbs and flows.
once there's a Rick and Morty episode about it, it's got to be popular, right?
They had a whole movie.
They did a Rick and Morty episode, and the joke was that like everyone who plays D&D tries to bang the dragons. All the dragons in the episode were horny.
Really?
It's pretty accurate.
Huh. We usually just try to bang the shopkeepers. Never try to bang a dragon.
But that's the thing about
Huh.
dragons. You never know, like if you're banging them, if like anybody you bang could be a dragon. That's
Is that how it works?
yeah, that's actually true. We need a
That's fine.
PSA.
That's funny. They didn't look dragonborn.
Not dragonborn, an actual dragon.
All right. Well,
So
we've
that
beaten
was our
this main
recap.
event.
That was our
Yeah,
recap. Our
I was
preview of
gonna
that
say
match.
there's no there's no reason to talk about this World of Stardom Championship match for the eighth time. We talk about this every week because they've been building this like forever. The Tsutaya versus Tam Nakano. This time they retire. Whoever career versus career. No seconds. That was actually I saw was new this time. Basically, the contract stated no garbage, no seconds, no interference, no nothing. It's going to be mono a mono, woman versus woman. None of this garbage, cheating. No Ruaka's boxes. No Rena whips. No mist in the face. Any of that kind of garbage.
Why
And
not?
I just, man, because they want it to be boring, apparently. But so Saya comes out and she's like, oh, actually, Tam was pretty funny. So she is actually Tam's getting a little flustered here. I think she can sense like the danger of her career ending, and she basically says to Saya, "I brought you into this wrestling, and I'm the one that can take you out." And Saya said a similar thing. When she's on the mic, she says something along the lines of, "Tam, I don't like you, but I appreciate one thing. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be a wrestler. And now I'm going to end your career." And then the good guy Saya offers Tam Nakano flowers. Tam takes them and slaps Saya in the face with it. And there's a video of it on StardomFan.com.
Saya deserved it.
Saya the Saya the good guy tries to give Tam some flowers. Look at that smile. Saya's just being polite. Nice black roses. Yeah, how do you even get black roses? You hit her really hard with those things.
Ow. And then, the best part is afterwards, like Cam looks at the flowers, like, oh shit, these were nice. And then she stomps on them. Tam
These two
was,
came out in pretty dresses. Tam in all white, Saya in all black. With the red rose.
yeah, again, it's just the bad guy.
I think she wins the contest for fashion.
Bad
Saya
g-
looks better.
bad guys wear black. Everybody looks better when they wear black. It's just a fact.
That's why I wear black every week. The show ends with the normal everyone comes out for a photo shoot, which I thought was funny. If you run this clip,
Oh yeah,
it's like
that is always
FWC was
funny
sitting.
when they
Well, it's funny. Yeah,
sometimes they get in brawls
FW.
or they say some pretty like nasty things to each other, and then it's like they storm, ooh, they storm off, and then they have to just come back. Like, no, actually, we take photos after for the press. They got to sit there next to each other.
Yeah, so like sort of pay attention, which I think is funny, is like FWC and Wade Gory sort of hated each other. Now Saida's had a game face on the whole time. So she never hasn't smiled once. She's waving because she's supposed to. Hanan, who was crying, she's waving now. Hazuki's waving. Koguma doesn't know better. She's like, "Hey," and then like I don't know. That Saya and Tam, they're not saying anything. They're just whatever. And Rena, Rena is so fucking funny. She's just off to the side, like barely not even in the picture. She's just like, this is a drag. I'm better than all these idiots. I think the picture speaks. It's fantastic. And I thought Micah got escorted out. There's no Chohiro in this, and Micah's back.
She had to remind the security guards like who's paying them to be here.
Be like, guys, I go here.
You don't, Bianca, is that Bianca? It's like you don't even
Yeah,
go here.
she said that. Yeah, that she said that show hero. She don't even go here. uh,
I don't know what it's. I don't mean
I'll s-
I don't even know what to say.
we
It's like I don't. I
we got 3 more weeks to start to talk about All-Star Grand Queendom before it happens. Keep building.
yeah. I don't know.
It's at the Yokohama too. That's not a small venue. They're expecting a big crowd. I would say biggest crowd of the year, huh?
I don't know. Let's check the. Did that ever say? Oh, it's not gonna say how many tickets there are. I want to know if you. I still want to know at some point what is these VIP seats? It's like front row VIP exclusive benefits. I'm like, well, what do you get? It also says like
Those are the
subject to lottery. So like you got to gamble for your VIP benefits.
well, the lottery is it going to be Saya that gets chair bowled on your lap, or is it Natsuko Tora that ends up landing on your lap?
Who isn't it? You got that reverse? Don't they do the cheer bowling?
Well, yeah, but Tam's going to reverse it and throw Saya.
250,000 yen. That's an expensive ticket.
What is that? Is that like 2 grand? Is that almost 3 grand? U.S. freedom bucks?
As I said, it's 250,000 yen.
That seems insane. That is like 250,000 years of Stardom World subscriptions. Like, what the fuck? That is so expensive.
But it's VIP
Where do you what do you get for that?
to be a VIP. Center row one, front row, VIP.
You know what subject to
It,
lottery is? I bet you there's a sign instead of like waiting in line. I bet you it's like one of those things where it's just like they'll call your number and you'll have the option to like buy the ticket or not.
oh, maybe that makes sense.
Yeah. Otherwise, there'd be people sleeping outside for that already.
I think it's
Well, ladies and
just
gentlemen, that was the press conference. I was
yeah.
glad. I was really stoked about it. I actually, I don't think it's been a long time since I sat there and like watched an entire hour and a half press conference, and I really liked it. I really like this. I like the press conferences in general. They just sort of slide by, And in our Discord, when people were sharing some of this stuff, it was like, "Oh man, this looks cool." But they're always cool. They really tell some. That's basically, especially with no backstage comments or anything anymore like they used to. This is literally the only way they tell their stories. Like, who would have thought Wingori and FWC was emotional?
I mean,
Who-
apparently
yeah,
his Hazuki's a bully.
No, Hanan's overly sensitive.
Well, Hanan might be overly sensitive, but she's also 6'2".
Oh, the Stardom fan icon just woke up. Hello, my sweet prince. Welcome. Look at that. But you it's not even that late. Or that early or it's super early for him.
Yeah, he just had to like out of spite wake up like, oh, Saya has to retire. Ugh. All right, going back to the guys.
Yeah, he just woke up to run to the bathroom to turn it on. Oh, well, we already thanked the Stardom fan icon and the World of Stardom champion at the beginning of the show, but we might as well do it at the end. Chicken is an icon. Thank you for your
Stardom
support,
fan icon.
StardomFan.com.
Thank you.
Boy,
I feel like I
dream of
broke.
Saya retiring each day. We've been trying our best to be positive. This was a positive day, other than the talk of bullying and all that other stuff.
What? Oh,
Oh
chair bowling,
no, the bullying, bully.
bowling.
Yeah,
So
we're still
what?
trying to figure out if Hazuki's a meanie or not.
So they make them sign these contracts. You think
Oh,
they?
I took it. Yeah, there's a picture of each contract too. They're written in English.
Do you? What do they do with them? This,
Uh,
I
I want
hereby
to print them out. I
swear.
want to make my own. Yeah, that one didn't turn out so good. A couple of them I screenshotted pretty decent, so you can actually like read them. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It's like I hereby swear to never. I don't know. Oh, there we go. That's a better quality one. Oh, now I have to like. I'm gonna go back and read them and see if they have different terms on them. Oath, IWGP Women's Title Match, Mayu Itani versus Shiri. We both sign herewith making an oath that we will play fair in accordance with the honor as sportsmen, but they're women, and the rules mutually arranged for the title match to decide who is the champion in the fight of IWGP Women's Championship between Mayu Utani and Shuri, which is to be held at the Yokohama Arena on April 27th, 2025. So many problems with that contract, but sure. It's actually not even a contract. It's just an oath. You can break an oath. No rules against breaking an oath. In fact, going back to D&D, that's the best class is when you're a cleric and you break your oath. Then you're an oath breaker. We
Have you
both
did that?
be an oath breaker? Yeah, it's the best. Get all the powers of a cleric and you get to just do whatever you want.
Yeah, we never got to that point. My brother
Cause
was the cleric, and he just wanted to keep being a good guy. I'm like, if you embrace a little bit of the backside, it makes you even stronger. He's like, but I don't want to be a bad guy.
he could be a good guy. He just has to break his oath with whatever his oath is with his like daddy or mommy, whatever.
It was your church. You have a deity.
Yeah, so you just break your. You can still be a good guy and just say like "fuck you, god of whatever."
Oh, you can do that in Baldur's Gate. Chicken says,
You can do that in
because of
any.
course you can.
You can do that in real life too if you wanted to. We both sign here. I'm trying. This breaks my brain. Is herewith even a word? First of all,
Yes.
we both sign herewith making an oath that we. So it's like run on sentence. Should I grade this? I'm just going to grade this like an English teacher. We both sign herewith making an oath that we will play fair in accordance with the honor as sportsmen. What? But Syed would never agree to that. Mayu
Mayu
signed
missed the line.
below the line. Just notice that. And
Shuri signs her name with a star. The autographs are pretty cool. I can look at all the autographs.
no, that's a devil sign. That's like a pentagram. It's even pointed down. That or it's a Tam Nakano and it's like pointed sideways.
I think it's a Mario star. That Shuri is gonna be super Shuri.
A marigold flower?
You
No, you.
no yo.
Why is this fascinating me? I was trying to like read it.
Because you don't see it too often. That's why I thought it was cool when they zoomed in on it during the press conference. I thought it was cool to try to take a screenshot there at each contract because you don't really what like we've grew
Well,
up
we know why.
watching wrestling contract sightings like, but they never actually like show them.
We know why.
Yeah, because Hater or Oedo Tai, whoever it was at the time, fuck Saya over their contract, and that contract was like a book. They just had like articles and articles, and they dissolved Queen's Quest because of it. And then here is like, yeah, we're gonna fight fair on this date. All right, sign.
Which Saya could have just. She could have challenged that in Wrestler's Court with The Undertaker. Because there's no way
Yeah,
that's legally binding.
that would attract.
To be fair, I don't think any of this is legally binding. Especially not when you sign underneath the line, like Mayu did.
There's a witness.
Does that mean? Oh wait, and Shuri signed with a star. You can't sign with. I guess technically, like is it law everywhere? Or is like as long as you can like take the pen and put a mark down, it counts as a signature.
It's law now that you can like sign with your finger on a tablet.
Yeah, that's true.
Signatures don't mean anything.
You can buy a house with your finger signing across. You
Dude.
can touch a tablet.
So yeah, the last couple of loans I think we had to buy the house. I don't even think I saw the lawyer and stuff. I was just told the wife, sign my name.
They're just like type in this captcha and make sure you're not a
Yeah.
robot.
Are you a robot? The
And,
robot said, with if AI is so smart, can't the AI figure out to click the "I'm not a robot" box?
but that would be lying because it is a robot.
Can the robot lie?
If the robot says that it's not a robot, that means it's saying it's like if the robot signs it, it's saying it's not a robot, but it is a robot. But if the robot's designed to click it and say that they're not a robot, they can't click it because they are a robot. It's like one of those like things in the sci-fi where like the mainframe blows up, doesn't know what to do.
Decided to ask my assistant, Chat GP Lady C, can you lie? I can simulate lying, but I wouldn't lie to you about real world stuff or facts you're asking for.
That's exactly what a lying piece of shit robot would say when it's trying to lie to you.
Yeah, I know. A liar would say I would lie to you.
Sounds exactly like my ex-girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
I love how each and every one of these contracts is completely different, by the way. None of them are
Oh,
the
that's cool,
same.
actually. Well, that's cool though. Like, where are they? Why aren't they selling replicas of these things?
Oh, you know what they were doing? How do you get to the goods? They had something cool. It's sold out, but I'm gonna check now, like more often if I can find it here. They had this really cool thing for the Cork. What was the Cork and Hall show between Tam and Saya? Oh, what was the step? Like the loser had to like leave Stardom, like they're like a freelancer, right?
Yeah.
Oh, not Suzu. Okay, you like this match. Maybe this is similar.
Hell, welcome, buddy. Mayu isn't a goat. She's a wrestling god. Oh, they sell the posters?
Yeah, but check
Shit, I
this.
was making my own posters.
But check this one poster out. I gotta find this one poster. It probably sold out like it before the show even started. I'm sure. Where is it? It's the one. It was the one where Saya versus Tam, but it was at the Cork and Hall show. Man, I'm a sucker for those Christmas anything.
I know. Are they on like clearance yet? Because they're out of holiday. That's what I'm gonna pull the trigger and buy them all.
Oh, I was going for fun. I was just clicking on stuff that wasn't sold out that I would buy and just saying like, all right, if I bought everything on the store that I wanted, what would it cost? A lot
What
was the answer. Did I
was
pass
it
it
in
already?
yen?
Do you know how much they charge for a body pillow or a red belt? What is this called? Fanny pack?
Oh, I was gonna say the body pillow, the Mayu Iwatani body pillow. Like my wife would be so confused. Like, move over, honey.
Move over. There's not enough room for the pillow. And then your wife kicks you out.
Oh, we
Oh,
got a king size. There's not enough room for all the pillows.
I mean, I get it. How many pillows do you sleep with?
The chicken fam is road tripping for 2 weeks in December. He doesn't know if he's going to be able to make a show. I don't know. I don't think you're gonna not be able to make a show in December. They wrestle like 27 out of 31 days. You're gonna accidentally be in the same city as a Stardom show
You're just one bullet train away at all times.
at all times. And he knows firsthand.
Okay, but
The only 6'5" white boy to ever enter Chiba.
check this out. So they did these posters, but you could get like one for Saya, one for Tam.
Oh, that's cool. You
And
need to get those signed is what you need to do. The fact that they're not autographing those and selling them for way more money is insanity. Those need to be signed.
oh yeah, they specifically. That's why they're like, we don't sign anything. If you want something signed, you're gonna pay us.
Yeah, they do have a weird rule like that, right? Like you can't you they'll only sign whatever they bring. Like you can't s- isn't that
No, they don't
didn't Grizz
sign.
or someone say he looked it up like he can't bring any of his memorabilia to the like Vegas shows coming up or something like that he was saying because you can I don't know, they only pre-sign their 8x10s or whatever they're handing out that day.
They already print and then say they pre-signed their 8x10s.
Basically, right? Hey, I got a Tam Nakano signature up on my wall right now.
Yeah,
The top Hawaii, thanks to Juno.
but dude,
She even drew a bear on there.
like
And
switch
I got a Julia. For some reason I have a Julia. Do you believe that shit?
Julia. Why do you want that?
I think that was the one I gave to my son.
But look how good that. Look how good these would look, just like hanging up somewhere, like side by side.
Those are awesome.
Yeah. So now I got to be on the lookout for more of these. I didn't know they did that. They probably have one for every Corkin show. But I don't just want one. I want like I think it'd be cool to have something like that where it's like side by side. Can't wait for it. I already read that. Well, what else? That was it. Do you want a Konban? Do you want a Konbanwa and then play chess?
Yeah, I've had the right amount of vodka. You can beat me. Sooner or later, I'll give you a decent game.
You're better at me.
Well, I
Better
know, but it
than
doesn't
me.
show. I saw our rankings are I'm 3-4-0. We're three. I'm yeah, I'm 3-4-0 lifetime against you on at least chess.com. However, and if you ever like look up my standings, like I only play a ranked game like once a week because I want to make sure I'm in the right frame of mind. Because like there's like in an entire week there's like a 45-minute block where I am just ready to think. It's like on a Tuesday afternoon on my day off with a cup of coffee.
See, the problem is, it's like it's great matchmaking, so it's like I don't mind losing because it's like like any matchmaking, you lose, and then all of a sudden you feel good about yourself when you start winning against people you're better at. The problem is Rocket League, it takes 5 minutes to complete a match. Chess, it takes 30. So it's like and you have to think. If I didn't have to think, it'd be better. Why can't they make an
We
FPS version of chess? That'd be
we could
funny.
play Rocket League. Rocket League's fun. Rocket League's like easier to play drunk than chess, that's for sure.
I think that says something about your brain. I don't know if that's ever been said. It's so much easier. Well, they both seem hard.
It's so much easier to drive than to play a board game.
All right. Thank you,
Click it off before I offend somebody. Chicken,
people.
Kevin, everybody else. Al, Jory, who's going to end up commenting. Thank you all.
Make
I called
sure
him
to.
Rory earlier. I'm retarded.
I just went with it because I thought like, you were so confident in it that I thought I was wrong. I was like, oh, okay.
I was having such a bad day. I had to fucking do my shots early.
Well, your cat did like piss up the wall.
Oh my God, it's unbelievable.
That would piss me off so much. It's like your cat knew you had this one thing that's what they do. They know you had this one thing that you like, so let's piss like in the most inconvenient way to ruin it. Piss all over the green screen. God.
I mean, I don't usually get to show off my peasant hat collection, but I don't know. I didn't clean behind me, as you can see. I got computers all over the place.
I was gonna put you. This is why I'm even sitting. This is gonna be your thing. I was gonna put you like
Ah,
because you work so hard in the press conference. I was gonna put you in the seat.
I noticed actually that I believe you saved enough room. I was assuming there was going to be a Saya Kamatani sandwich, and we were both going to be at the table.
Oh, that's not what I pictured when you said Kamatani sandwich. No, what I was gonna do. Let me find it.
Juno? Oh,
Hang on. Might as well. Also, I put a little more effort into it. Look at. Wait, it's backwards. How's my hand go? This way. Look at that. I had put a little extra. I did like layers, so now like the red belt is on the table in front of me. Wow, look at that. That's effort. No, I was gonna be. Let me find what I was gonna put. Uh, I was gonna put me standing like in between Shuri and Mayu. Anyways, Konban, what?
bye, everybody.
Bye bye. Bye point.
Get out of here. That's
Bye
how Gotham Chess ends all his streams. He's like, just get out of here.
bye point.
But I guess when you have 1 million subscribers, you can do that. It's like when you have like 10
Bye
people
point.
watching, be like, guys, please, just like, please come back sometime again, guys,
Bye
please.
point.